What is Telapost and what do we do? My name is Len. Telapost is the combination of two Latin words meaning the future of the web. We provide content and SEO by content. Let me tell you real quick about my last company. I owned it for 12 years. I sold it in 2012. We just dominated search. The site still does. The business is still in operation. There's 5 employees there. There's people walking around with headsets. There's a line of people at the cash register paying the business. And it's all because it ranked well in search and hit a lot of content. How did that happen? So it was 2 reasons. I created a ton of content that answers people's questions. And the site also ranked in search because content was referenced. The way the internet was designed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989 was he developed links so that you could reference other content. The more links you have, the more authority your website has. Just generally speaking, links help a website perform better in search. It's always been that way. It's going to be that way for the foreseeable future. So I had business owners come in all the time. I had everybody come in, from college students to retired people to everything in between, but I had business owners come in and say, Len, what's going on here? I looked up laptop repair and network support and data recovery, and I kept seeing your site over and over and over again. Well, how did you do that? And I said, well, it's not magic, because everybody wants to tell you SEO is this big mysterious thing, and you have to have links and avoid algorithm changes, and that's this big load of BS. You do not need any of that stuff. You need great content. So I had 2 forms of content. One was resources that were referenced. For that particular site, I built out this huge electronics recycling resource. It was referenced by colleges and banks and local governments, and everybody referenced this content. It told you how to recycle a refrigerator to your cell phone. Just anything you needed to know about recycling anything that had some type of electronic or wiring in it, this explained it. That's the most holistic form of SEO you can get. When you create content that other people reference, it's natural links. Google wants you to have a natural link portfolio. The second part of it was answering questions, and I do this now for personal injury attorneys, okay? So as a quick example, all personal injury attorneys have a page on their site about car accidents. It's the most common type of accident. Millions of people every year are hurt in car accidents. And so they have this auto accident page. And in any city like Los Angeles, there's 400 different attorneys trying to rank for Los Angeles car accident attorney. So that's great and all. And 6 or 7 people will rank for that. But you really need, it's not all people are looking for. People want to know, what is whiplash? What do I do if I've been in a car accident? What if the other driver didn't have insurance? How much is my leg worth that just got amputated? What happens if the other motorist left the scene? How long do lawsuits take? Do lawsuits go to trial? There's any business out there, doesn't matter if it's plumbing, roofing, computer repair, personal injury, optometry, it does not matter what it is. Any business can greatly benefit from content. Even a good car accident page might get hit 20 or 50 times a week. I have personal injury attorneys out there getting over 8,000 hits a month to their website. So I personally own sites where my content is read over 1.2 million times a year. Even my dog has a website. She's kind of a big deal, but she does have the site that gets hit over 6,000 times a month. She's actually one of the top dogs, female German Shepherds in the country, and due to the content, people flew in from all over the United States to get her puppies when she had them. So I don't do that anymore, but that was a fun thing that I did when I sold my last company. So people asked me to create their content, and I finally did. When I first got started, I went crazy. I took care of roofers and plumbers, and now I pretty much work with, I've got customers in Hollywood, Brisbane, Australia. I work with international companies that do training on multiple continents in multiple countries. I work with people that sell things to multiple continents. I have some of the largest personal injury firms in the United States I work with, people that settle out cases in the $200 million range. I work with small-time plumbers. I work with a very wide variety of niches. I like the variety. It's the spice of life. But as time goes on, I am concentrating more on personal injury law firms and realtors, real estate brokers, I should say, with 10, 20, 30 agents underneath them. That's one of my favorite niches right there. People, they can afford my time, and I can create amazing content for them that actually gets them leads. I'm very big on delivering an actual return on investment. So on my last 37,000 transactions, I learned very early on that I do not complete a transaction unless both parties walk away happy. I avoided SEO for a long time. I've just got the brain for it. When I was 13, I was one of the first people providing internet services in the United States. I was searching before there was a Google. Back then people used Gopher, or later on Dogpile and Alta Vista, and then along came Yahoo and Google and all the others which people use today. But every step of the way I've analyzed how people, why did somebody land on this page? How has this search been personalized to me? Why is this working on mobile and not on desktop? And I take all those things into consideration when I'm building out somebody's lasting web presence. I avoided it for so long because, starting around 2001, 2002, everybody and their brother is an SEO expert. And that's just, it's not like you go to college for 10 years and get an SEO diploma. Anybody can just say, hey, I'm an SEO expert these days. And further tainting the SEO name was these local SEO firms. And I think a lot of them started with good intentions, but now most of them just exist to rip people off. And it really upsets me because I believe small businesses are the heartbeat of America. I know that they're the heartbeat of America because they employ most of America, and I've owned multiple small businesses, so you can't tell me that they're not. So anyways, they have so much overhead now. They've got a storefront and employees, and some of the salespeople are walking around making $100,000 a year, and they just sell people on ranking for one keyword, and then they never deliver it. And sometimes they just do black hat tactics. Anytime you Google, like in Raleigh, for example, if you look up Raleigh SEO, you'll see one or two companies up near the top. Probably, I haven't searched that term in a long time, but they develop websites, and every time they develop a website, they put a link back to their own company in it. So that's how they get links. That's not going to work for anybody. Like, if you're an optometrist, that's not going to help you, because when it comes down to it, they just don't know what the heck they're doing, and that's why they try to sell people on these 3, 4, 5 year long contracts. They try to tell you it's going to take that long to rank. And optometrists, that's a cakewalk to me after working with some of these major law firms in these major cities with 400 or 500 people competing. There's for optometry, there's usually like 4 or 5 guys in town, or men or women practicing optometry. So it's really not a tough niche at all. To get more business, they need more content. So we come up with creative content ideas. Content has to be written in a way that will please Google and please people. So not only does it have to show up in Google search, but when people find it, they have to act on it. They have to pick up the phone and call you, or come walk in your door and hand you money somehow and buy your product or service. So if that's not happening, then your content is no good. But for whatever reason, I'm very good at coming up with new content ideas. So I could do it all day long. I do it all day long. So anyways, that's what Telapost does. We provide content and SEO. If you need content or SEO, feel free to reach out to us or browse around our site. There's hundreds of articles here because we write a lot of content about content. So that's it. Thank you.